So if you follow me on Twitter, I asked you all to drop your Oscar-related hot takes for this year in the replies. I said it was a safe space. I did mean that. I didn't think I was going to get that many responses. As of when I'm recording, I have 388 replies in total, and that's not including some quote tweets. I'll do my best to address a lot of them, even though some of them are the same and some of them, frankly, aren't hot takes. So whatever, let's just get started. Wicked shouldn't be involved in the awards conversation. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like a lot of people know where I stand on this, considering, just within the past few days, I was getting my asshole absolutely obliterated by the internet, which is totally fine. I expected that. So, instead of piling on here, I'm just going to look into the camera. I'm just going to give a little smile, a little nod, and that's it. So I didn't say anything. Okay, let's just move on. Civil War has a real shot at winning Best Sound. So this one is not even saying it has a chance of being nominated. It's saying it has a real shot of winning. I think that Civil War will get the same amount of Oscar nominations as myself. That's what I think. Sing Sing can still win Best Picture. I agree with that, actually. I agree. They are bringing it back in December, January to like really, really boost it up in the awards race. They're going to give it an actual wide release this time. This year is so up in the air that something like this can absolutely happen. The Substance and Nosferatu should run the table with nominations and be serious contenders for wins in all categories. As of when I'm recording, I see Nosferatu tomorrow, actually. So I'll have a better idea of that movie. I can't speak on that. The Substance, I actually just rewatched it the other day, and I don't know, man. It's gonna be real tough if that thing actually gets in Best Picture. If I had to pick a side, I'm a doubter. I don't believe the Academy overall is going to go for a movie like that. I really don't. But that would be cool. Even though personally for me, The Substance would not be a Best Picture thing. If it happened, I would root for it. That would be very cool. Glenn Powell is taking the 5th spot in actor, wins comedy musical actor Globe, gets 5th spot at SAG because they favor Netflix and Star Power, Critics' Choice. I want this to happen, and it should happen. When we are trying to fill out a slot in some of the acting categories, it baffles me the choices that we land on as a society. It just baffles me. This is easy. This should absolutely happen. I'm skeptical, but I don't think that's a crazy take, though. I don't think that's a crazy take. Kayla, shout out Kayla says, good YouTube channel. We need to do a video someday. Sebastian Stan should be in the best actor lineup for The Apprentice. It's so sad that those cowards in fucking Hollywood, he was going to do actors on actors and no one wants to talk with him. Fucking cowards. He is excellent. He's excellent in The Apprentice. I think I prefer A Different Man more. Well, I definitely prefer it as a movie more. And as a performance, I might still prefer it, but it's really close. That's a better 5th slot than some of the ones we're coming up with, if I'm being real. That's another one. And then she says, Honora is low-key overhyped. I'm going to pretend that didn't hurt my feelings. I will just say that does seem to be a rising sentiment between Honora. I don't know if it's rising. I feel like people are more comfortable saying that now versus, when it just comes out in festivals and everyone's scared to go against the grain. But it's fair. Insane no one is taking Challengers as a serious contender. It should be everywhere in nominations, and Zendaya should be in the winning conversation. Challengers should absolutely be a serious contender, especially in a year like this. I absolutely agree with that. It should have nominations in many categories. In fact, I think Josh O'Connor, shouldn't he just be a front runner for supporting actor? Shouldn't we just make that happen? Wouldn't that be great? Zendaya in the winning conversation, I would have to disagree, but she should be in the conversation for a nomination, I guess. Demi Moore is the next Chastain / Fraser, and that if she gets in for actress, she'll win, and The Substance will win makeup. That is an interesting take. I've kind of made my claim. I feel like you have to pick what side you're on The Substance. I just don't think this is happening, even though I would like to see it. I would absolutely love to see it. But this saying, she would win? Gosh, man, if this actually happens, no one can say anything about the Academy anymore. Like nothing. You can't say anything about it if they go for The Substance. Inside Out 2 is the better pick for best animated feature over The Wild Robot, and it deserves to be in the best picture lineup. Between Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot, it is a toss-up for me, genuinely. Genuinely a toss-up. I think The Wild Robot has higher highs, but the story for The Wild Robot is so simple. There's nothing challenging about it. You know exactly what's going to happen. No sense of danger. Inside Out 2 at least strives for something greater, in my opinion, and I think it's successful in doing that. So it is actually really tough for me. My Letterboxd list of 2024 movies has not been updated in a bit, but in my own list that I am kind of updating, they're like neck and neck. So that's not crazy. Best picture lineup, I don't know about that, but fair take. Good performances in bad movies should not get Oscar nominations. That is so crazy you say that, because in my head for years I've actually kind of said that. I might have walked back on that a little bit, but I used to like tell people, I used to say like winning an Oscar should be one of the hardest things like ever in the acting world. Even I think it matters the kind of project you choose. I think that speaks to you as an actor as well. So I actually was on board with that for a bit. It's really tough though, because I know the argument is like, well, it's best actor. Like it shouldn't matter necessarily about the movie. And I do get that, but wouldn't that be interesting? And obviously that's subjective on what a good movie is. But, I might side with that. In my head, it makes sense. Fernanda Torres gave the performance of the year and should win Best Actress. Yes, so I did get a lot of replies regarding I'm Still Here and Fernanda Torres. I think she is absolutely excellent. She is absolutely better than some of the contenders that we have. So I'm not even going to disagree with that. It wouldn't be my pick to win Best Actress, but she absolutely deserves to be in the conversation. Frankly, some of the nominees that we're getting, let's be real. Amelia Perez does not belong in the awards conversation in any capacity. Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't know if I can take any more beatings in the comments. But yeah, you know what? I will join your hot take. I think Amelia Perez is going to be my least favorite Best Picture nominee this decade. Worse than Belfast, worse than Elvis. That movie, no movie has confounded me more than Amelia Perez. But again, I'm just a guy whose opinion does not matter, okay? So that's okay. Selena Gomez should not be nominated for Oscars. Okay, we need to chill. Oh man, you guys are killing me. Chris Hemsworth and Furiosa is still the best supporting performance of the year. That is a good take. That's a good take. He's definitely on my long list of supporting actors. I'd really have to think about it, but he is excellent. It's sad that everyone is just like, yeah, this is just not gonna happen. Sorry, we gotta have a lead performance in here instead, like we gotta do that. Hugh Grant and Heretic and James McAvoy and Speak No Evil should be in the best actor conversation. I don't know if that's how they should be considered. I think Hugh Grant would actually run in supporting just based off of the vibes out there, but regardless, like, yeah, I mean, y'all know how I feel about Heretic and Hugh Grant. Bro is absolutely cooking. He absolutely should be nominated. It is never going to happen, but he absolutely should. And James McAvoy, he is just amazing. He's honestly amazing in Speak No Evil. So again, like I prefer that to whatever's like going to happen at the Oscars probably. So whatever. Kate Winslet and to Leslie, whatever, is coming to crash the Best Actress race. Yeah, that has been kind of circling online because Frances Fisher, who handled Andrea Riseborough's campaign, is pushing Kate Winslet and Lee, and we have seen several tweets from high-profile celebrities praising it. Frankly, my heart can't take it. I just can't. I don't think I will ever predict one of those to happen. It will just have to happen, and it'll just have to make me scream. Like I just can't. I can't even fathom that right now. What is happening with this Oscar race this year? What is happening? Mikey Madison is upstaged by every other performer in Honora. Please do not disrespect my girl like that, okay? I don't appreciate that. But, thanks for the reply. I saw the TV Glow and Furiosa are more deserving of a handful of various nominations than half the stuff that I bet actually gets nominated. This is true, and this is true every year. This is true every year. There are always some movies that everyone is like, this is not going to happen, that are more deserving than the movies that are going to happen. And those are two movies that I would agree. Even though I'm not even as big a fan on I Saw the TV Glow as a lot of other people I know, it is still a vastly superior movie than what is being talked about. So I agree. Conclave is the movie with the least amount of online discourse, and this may pave the way for its Oscar win. Kind of. Maybe I'm just like doom scrolling here, but like, I did have a tweet that like Ben Shapiro made a whole video on YouTube trashing Conclave, like the twist. But I do agree. I haven't seen too much discourse with Conclave. Everyone, for the most part, kind of agrees that it's like at least good. And frankly, that concerns me. Conclave is not the worst option we could do, obviously, but it's probably like one of those movies where I wouldn't really react if it won. Like I would just have the most monotone face. I'd be like, oh, like, All right. I'm sorry, but Wicked deserves to sweep. The costuming, the picture, the acting. Literally one of the best films of all time from none other than Wicked Updates. I love the energy. The costuming, the picture. That's fire. Speak your truth. Maybe it'll happen. If Wicked gets nominated for Best Picture and Best Visual Effects, it is inherently number 2 to win. History has proved that merit doesn't matter for the win in this category. It is about which film was liked the most. I do agree with that second sentence. I will say if Wicked gets nominated for Best Visual Effects, I'm killing myself and I'm somehow uploading it to YouTube still. I'll figure out how to do that. Emilia Perez has a strong chance to win Best Picture. There's a strong chance I never make another video again. Nora's not winning Best Picture. You know, I've seen that a lot lately. And again, it depends on you and how you analyze these things. I'm not married to the idea that Anora is going to win Best Picture. I'm totally fine moving off of it, but you have to give me an alternative. And right now, I'm not comfortable with any other alternative. I'm not comfortable with Conclave. I don't think The Brutalist is winning. Emilia Perez, thank God for the preferential ballot. Wicked, dear God, please no. I think Every should receive and Oscar. Holy shit. Wait, what? I think Every should receive Oscar and Oscar. I can't fucking read. Hold on. I think Every should receive and Oscar and everyone will be happy and friends. Okay. I like that sentiment. Thank you. Thank you so much. I honestly needed to hear that. You know, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. There's a lot of repeats and I don't want to go through every single thing. So I will say thank you for replying. Maybe I'll do more of this in a future time. This was a lot of crazy stuff that I'm sorting through that haven't even made it into the video. So thank you for entertaining me a bit. I'll see you guys next time.